Yes, this is the podcast today. We are diving into this topic of transformation. So it helps your relationships, your confidence, the way you move through life, the importance of having both the masculine and feminine energy. There's so many people on this planet that lean one way or the other. Now, there is a yin and a yang, right? There is the balance that needs to happen in masculine and feminine.
Welcome to the Secret Life Podcast. Tell me your secret. I'll tell you mine.
Recovery doesn't end when the chaos stops. That's when the real work begins. After 16 years of recovery, my novels, Secret Life of a Hollywood Sex and Love Addict, and my new book, Becoming My Own Effing Soulmate, tell the before and after. The addiction, the healing, and the messy realities of learning how to choose yourself. Both are available now on Amazon. Welcome to Secret Life Podcast. I'm Brianne Davis-Gantt. Today I'm pulling back the curtains of all kinds of human secrets. We'll hear about what people are hiding from themselves or others. You know, those deep, dark secrets you probably want to take to your grave, or those lighter, funnier secrets that are just plain embarrassing. Join me each week as we take a deep dive into one subject matter, exploring the how, what, when, where, and why of it all. This is Secret Life, and I'm excited for you to join the ride. Today, we are talking about balancing the feminine and masculine energy within yourself. Yes, this is the podcast today. We are diving into this topic of transformation. So it helps your relationships, your confidence, the way you move through life, the importance of having both the masculine and feminine energy. There's so many people on this planet that lean one way or the other. Now, there is a yin and a yang, right? The light and the dark. There is the balance that needs to happen in masculine and feminine. So let me give you first the characteristics of each, so you know what I'm talking about through this fucking episode. Masculine energy: doing, aggressive, analytical, logical, impatient, assertive, hard, left brain, dominant, controlling, forceful, independent, individualistic, self-confident, and strong. So that's like the masculine energy. And everybody in this planet has this: feminine, female, male, everybody. Feminine, being, surrender, intuitive, creative, patient, receptive, soft, right brain, submissive, but I don't love that word, but it is submissive in the sense that you are open to other people and you will take how they feel and you go, oh, I understand that, so I will let down my guard. That's how I look at it. Allowing, compassionate, emotional, sensitive, graceful, nurturing. So those are the masculine and feminine. And if you don't have this balance within yourself as a human being, everything seems out of whack. So I wanted to do this episode because a lot of people are struggling with this. So before I begin, I do want to clear something up. This has nothing to do, again, what gender you are. These energies are human energies, not gender roles. Everybody carries both. Masculine energy is the structure, direction, discipline, protection, logic, action, leadership role. Feminine energy is often associated with intuitive, that creative, that softness, emotional depth, receptive, being a flow, nurturing, connection, like I said. Neither is better than the other. Neither belongs to one gender. The true wholeness comes when you develop both. So think about this. If you are only in your masculine energy, life becomes rigid. You may always be doing, fixing, controlling, striving, but struggle to feel, receive, rest, connect deeply. And if you are only living in your feminine energy, life really gets ungrounded. You feel deeply, you dream beautifully, you love openly, but struggle with boundaries, consistency, discipline, decisive action. So the healthy version of you embodies both. Sometimes you need the masculine energy to create like a plan, keep your word, protect your peace, move forward. Sometimes you need the feminine to trust your intuition, soften your heart, receive support, express emotion, flow to change. Wisdom is knowing when each is needed. Now, let's talk about how this affects a relationship. One of the biggest mistakes I see that people make is expecting their partner to carry the energy they refuse to develop themselves, or they want to blame their partner that they can't hold that energy because of them. Example, if a woman's in her masculine too much, she'll blame her partner that she can't be in her feminine, or the male feels like they're more feminine and emotional and they're not allowed to step into the masculine role, and vice versa. So some might say, I need my partner to make me feel safe so I can be in my feminine instead of, but you create safety within yourself. Or I need my partner to be emotionally available, but you need to be emotionally available to yourself. Or I need my partner to lead, but you lead your own life, no one else does. Or you need them to nurture you, but you need to know how to nurture yourself. This is where accountability really enters this conversation. You cannot blame your partner for lacking something you have never cultivated within yourself and kept within yourself. And it doesn't have to do with, we'll use an example, feminine, being sexy, dressing up, wearing makeup, feeling sexy. That's not feminine. Feminine is being open, being vulnerable, being intuitive, being creative. Those are all the feminine things. So femininity is not based in your sexuality. Let me be very clear. And that work is your healing work. Just like a man that needs to be more in his masculine, that's his work to get more confident, to use his voice more, to say when he doesn't like something, to not allow people to talk to him a certain way, to be more assertive and a leader. And vice versa, a woman cannot complain that she's not allowed to make decisions if she's not stepping forward to make those decisions. Your partner is not responsible for something you are missing half of you. They are not here to compensate for your wounds or parent your inner child or carry that undeveloped part of you. The relationship should be two whole people that grow together, not two incomplete people demanding to be rescued. This means if you're struggling with boundaries, discipline, confidence, direction, that may be your invitation to strengthen your masculine energy. If you struggle with vulnerability, softness, receiving love, emotionally expressing without going to hysterics, intuition, that may be your invitation to heal your feminine energy. Because all of us, we need both. And healing is not glamorous. Let me just make something very clear. Healing is messy. It often looks like a lot of therapy, a lot of work, a lot of self-reflection, hard conversations, a lot of crying, journaling, consistency every week, some time in solitude. People turn to prayer. You need rest. You need forgiveness, getting out of shame, and choosing differently, and an action step and action questions. It means noticing where you're in balance and doing the inner work instead of outsourcing it to someone else. Okay, so let's go here. Imagine how a relationship changes when two people both do their work. Instead of one person always leading, both can lead when needed. Instead of one person always comforting, both know how to comfort and communicate. Instead of codependency, there is interdependency. Instead of blaming, there is responsibility. Instead of complete me, make me feel special, it becomes meet me, hear me. That is powerful. And that is a healthy relationship. And so I'm asking you right now, if you're struggling in your feminine area or your masculine area, to stop looking outward and blaming the world or blaming the others or blaming your partner, and start looking inward and going, where do I need to develop? Where am I overdeveloped? For me, I was in my masculine a lot because of my sexual trauma, my upbringing. My mother was more masculine. That's what I learned as a woman. I had to see I was overdeveloped in the masculine energy and my feminine side was underdeveloped. So where are you underdeveloped? Mine is hearing someone else's emotions, not getting defensive, being vulnerable, being creative, thinking outside the box, using my intuition, softening, having more grace, being nurturing. What energy are you avoiding? What energy are you scared to look at? And what part of myself has I expected someone else to carry for me? My husband, Mark, cannot make me feel sexy, cannot make me feel feminine. That is not his job. His job is to see the whole me, and I have to show up in my femininity. I have to show up out of the masculine more. Even if I don't feel safe at moments, I have to, because that is my own work and that is my own responsibility as a human on this planet. Because balance is not found in another person. It's built from within, and no one can take that from you. Now, let me be very clear. If you're in a highly toxic, narcissistic, abusive relationship, you're getting beat down in general. So I understand someone coming to me and saying, I'm in the worst relationship and they're trauma and they've been horrific to me. You go small and inward anyway. So there's a big difference. But even in that type of relationship, you can slowly start building the parts of you that got pushed down. Now, is that a harder environment when you're in a toxic environment? 100%. I'm not saying it's not hard. It totally is. So you need to gauge, is this a healthy relationship or environment for me to grow? And if you can't get out of it for some reason, there are little steps you can take every day to start that growth. And you become stronger and stronger internally, and you stop outsourcing even to that toxic person, because it is truly built within. No one can take it from you. You give it. It's not strong enough. You haven't worked that muscle. So if someone can come in and take something from you, you have not worked enough on yourself. And I've had to do that work. So when you become this internally balanced, your relationship stops being like a battlefield. It starts becoming a mirror for growth and seeing that the other person has to grow and I have to grow. And that is where your spirit thrives. Growth, evolution, not staying stuck, not blaming others. And that is your work, my friend. Thank you for listening. I hope this resonates. I hope it helps you. I hope it helps you look deep within yourself and ask yourself the questions. Where am I overdeveloped? Where am I underdeveloped? What energy am I avoiding? And what part have I expected someone else to carry for me or give to me? Thank you for listening to Secret Life Podcasts. This healing is very personal. This work is really personal, and it's from wholeness within. And that's where it starts. Please send me your questions to secretlifepodcast@icloud.com. Until next time. Thanks again for listening to the show. Please subscribe, rate, share, or send me a note at secretlifepodcast.com. And if you'd like to check out my book, head over to secretlifenovel.com or Amazon to pick up a copy for yourself or someone you love. Thanks again. See you soon.